What's up guys, Steven here, doing another straight razor video shave of the day. Today we'll be using all new stuff, I think, except one thing. This is the finished razor here. This is actually a gold dollar regrind with red linen micarta scales. It's a French point blade with thumb notch. I added jimping all the way up the monkey tail, which I pointed, put some thumb grips back here, and gave it a French point. The scales, I tried to kind of imitate Charlie Lewis, putting the texture on there with the Dremel like he does, and then I sealed it with CA glue like he does as well. Since the linen is actually a cloth, it'll hold moisture and that's bad, so the glue seals it. Cowbone wedge, per the usual, did double pin. And I think it looks pretty good. I got the scales ending in a point at the pivot, which I haven't done before, but it makes for a nice kind of sleek design. So anyway, I just received my very first Plisson synthetic brush from Reddit user MDA, which is pretty exciting. Wood handle and all that fun stuff. It looks like it's boar hair, but it's actually just synthetic, so some kind of polymer. I'm gonna use my Leviathan soap today, which is in my great-grandfather's shaving mug, because it's kind of my go-to. And this is supposed to be like the most amazing brush ever, according to our friend Red Thursdays, so I'm excited to try it finally. He describes it as feeling like the underside of a breast. So just imagine that on your face, I guess, and that's ideally what we should be experiencing here. So I have 2 days that I haven't shaved, because I was waiting for this razor to be done. So I really wanted to try it. And these gold dollars, if you buy one new, it's hit or miss. They're Chinese steel, and not everything in China is manufactured to the quality specifications of, say, an Apple product, computer, iPhone or something. Lots of things in China, as we know, are very shittily made. And that includes many of the gold dollar razors. But if you work on them enough and make sure everything is evenly ground, that there's no warping in the blade, that basically, you know, if it takes an even bevel and holds it, making sure that there's nothing wrong with the temper, you can actually get a really good shave out of it. And since the blades are only $5 brand new, it's very tempting to just buy a whole bunch of them, and you know, so for $42 you can get a Whip Dog vintage honed razor, but for $5 each you could get 8 gold dollars, and you have better odds than 1 in 8 of getting a good one, and then you can get it to look like whatever ridiculous bullshit you want it to. So for a lot of people it's a nice accessible way to get something custom. Wow, so like, here's all that I made with that. That was pretty good. So, I don't know. I mean, I definitely wouldn't recommend them for a first razor, but like, if you already know what you're doing, I mean, I guess they could be a good first one if you're not buying it new from like Amazon. If you're buying it from someone who actually like works on these a lot, then it can be a good first one, because they'll have inspected it for you and ground it for you and properly honed it and everything. But if you buy it, you know, I bought one for my first one, and it would shave, but I didn't know what I was looking for, so I didn't know if it was properly ground or honed or anything like that, and I ended up getting a vintage, you know, restored one, and it made a huge difference. But the gold dollars, you know, they're 6'8". This one is full to half hollow, and so, you know, it has a really good weight to it, so that makes it good for a first razor, is that you're not as likely to cut yourself because there's a lot of weight in the blade. But I don't know. So the brush is definitely very soft. I mean, has not a lot of backbone, but not so little that you feel the handle pushing on your face, so that's good. You know, I have a lot of trouble with spike point razors. Always cut myself with them. The French point is like even worse for that. It just has this hook that sticks out to stab you. And but I wanted to. A guy sent me 7 of these, so I wanted to make each one completely different. So this one I did the French. So we'll see. They all arrive just round. So. But you can hear it cutting. You gotta be really careful with that point because it's gonna reach way past where I'm shaving sometimes. But, oh, it straightened me out. I think it got me to awesomely sharp. I mean, I just took this one off the stone before I started shooting the video, so worried about that point. I'm sure it'll be okay. Nice. This is really smooth. I did the techniques I've been working on, I used on this one as well, so, you know, I would expect it to be pretty smooth. So the next few videos I do will be with these gold dollars, and although I'm certainly no expert, if people are interested in seeing how I do them, I can show you, but not as like a instructional, just as like a, this is one way to do it that isn't going to ruin it. I do still have the scab there that I might have cut. I can't tell. But. Yeah, see, the French point is doing me no favors right here, where it's hard for me to reach normally. Nice. Let's go for number 2. Now that I'm not super terrible at lathering, these straight razor shaves have been much more enjoyable. If you don't have to worry about the soap, it gives you a chance to focus on the technique and see where the actual weaknesses are with that. Nice and relaxing at night though. Since these are pretty hollow ground, there's some really nice audible feedback when you're shaving that I definitely appreciate. So I got myself pretty bad in the neck there. And I figured I would because of the stupid French point. Really no one to blame but myself for that one. Wow. That's one of the smoother against the grain passes that I've felt. But if for some weird reason you're interested in one of these gold dollars, I can do them for, I mean, it doesn't cost a lot of materials, it's just time. and it's pretty fun, so, you know. I'm kind of at a loss what to charge when I'm doing them for people, because, like I said, they're so inexpensive. That's awesome. Definitely going to be using this brush more often. Spikes in the French points are really nice for precision, but you gotta be careful. Just gonna feel around a little bit down there. I'd like to get this side. Oh no, this side is perfect. All directions. Okay, perfect. Nice, nice, nice. So I'm not going to bother around with my neck too much more, because if I do more than 2 passes on the neck, usually I get pretty irritated. So, but I am very impressed with, I mean, for this being a $5 razor, and it just gave me a very close shave. I think if I were to keep one of these for myself, like I have right here, this one is a way less exaggerated point, and so it gives me the precision without kind of the the risk of the French point. But I wanted some variety, so. Ooh. I bought a bunch of these barber towels from Italian barbers, so I have a new one every time I shave. Or 2 in this case. Oh, it's kind of drying out. Oh. Definitely stinging in those places where I fucked up. Ow. Okay, get some hair in my face still, but that's alright. Not attached hair. Yeah, so, I mean, first impressions on the brush are very good. I'm not gonna, like, get rid of it. It was definitely as soft as described, and that's about all you can ask for it. So. It does look like the hair does get a little tangled, but very biggie. Fun stuff. So, I'm gonna go do a couple more of these tonight if I can. Report back tomorrow night or Sunday, see how they turn out. So today I'm going to be trying out I'm trying to find a good aftershave, so I bought a whole bunch of samples. So this is a Captain's Choice sandalwood aftershave. It's in a little spray bottle, so I assume I should spray it on my face. I don't know. I guess I'll just kind of rub it. I don't know. Kind of stings. I don't know if it's supposed to. Oh well, awesome. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. I'm gonna get back to work. See you next time.